on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems, yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems, yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems, no. I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Call us dangerous, ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us, no barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard, for your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set! Get a 20! I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine.
On first down at Stanford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. Pick it up. 58, right over there. Hey, exit. 58, right there. Not today, you want? Not today.
Just beating the play clock. Stafford. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 40s.
You can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now it's the former Texan. This is Alfred Blue. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Stopped immediately there. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. From the 50, Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And he stopped immediately there. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. To throw is Stafford. Open man is Gordon, complete. what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter.
They're down to 1 remaining. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down the middle. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3. Accumulating
Super Bowl goals. I'm at the crib of Pup. We got Kaepernick on the phone. Me in a whole different mode. Asian hand at 2 a.m. for being whole. Just to show them how I treat the city like my home of the road. Hey, tell me if CD Bank is approving loans. I'm thinking of paying Wayne with universal O's. My nigga spend a lifetime going platinum and gold. He should own half of the label. Shit out of control. Somebody get Larry Jackson on the phone. I need some ownership if we press and go. Cause business is booming on behalf of me. I need a bite out of the apple like Adam and Eve. We gon' have to break the Billy curse. I need my paper long like a milli verse, or too long like a sentence from a Philly judge. Fuck is the point in all the people really blood? Nobody wins when the family feuds, nigga. Everybody gotta eat, we can't exclude niggas. I'm in the crib, expanding pools and expanding rooms, adding hammam spas, maintaining boots, nigga. That's truth, no boots, nigga. But this isn't all about calling truths. I'm still dishing out verbal abuse. That shit can get reintroduced. If somebody got something they urgent to prove, nigga. Inspiring to the youth. New Year's Eve, looking like a royal flush. Where we all in the same suit. I'm Hall of Fame in the booth, nigga. My karma making the news, nigga. This pudding tastes like the proof, nigga. If I ever see Trump, you better salute, nigga. Much as we do, nigga.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
I just can't expect the squad. I don't connect when I'm flying. I'm on a jet in his mind. I just hope the weather is fine. I took the jet to Dubai. I took the jet to Milan. I took the jet way to Africa. Shout out my nigga Akon. Yo, bitch sweat in my squad. Please see the sweat out of the eye. I put the dick in the spine. I put that bitch in the prime. Don't give my credit to climb. Give all the credit to mom. I flipped the bird at the bird. It was for dinner pie pies. These chickens got bird flu. And they chirp chirp too. Always sung, never flew. These boys hot girls too. If money grow on the trees, I climb and rest in that bitch. Build a tree house and knock the bird nest out that bitch. Stuck my neck out that shit. Then got the heck out that shit. And when I did, I took the special effect out that shit. Told you F on this bitch. The best thing left on this bitch. All you niggas some bitches. I feel like F on this bitch. You call it Stephanie, I call it Steph on this bitch. Now back to whipping the bit. On some stepmama shit. I come direct with my shit. I come correct with my shit. Blank check in your
face. Put some respect on my shit. Branches starting to shake. They come to leave, get the break. I want my piece of the cake. It should be sweeter than cake. They come to leave, get the rate. And we ain't leaving the rate. We made the cleanest escape. Although I bleed in your face. You play with the right one today. Your flags are white one today. You wear them Titans today. Check me on right one today. You play with fire today. The angel and lion the great. Oh my God. Lightning striking twice in this place. Should we make a wish or should we make it right in this place? All this motherfucking beef, I need some rice on this plate. Talk to your wife today. She feeling trifling, she say. Talk to the sniper, he say. He aimed at diapers today. Pick you off like picking peppers, Peter Piper today. So tell your squad, I say, cry like Spice on mistake. It's Mortal Kombat tonight. It's Street Fighter today. I made your bison drizzy lit like Braden, light up the place. You see blue face, hundreds till you white in the face. Oh my God, it feel like I done life in this place. But swear to God, I got money doing life in my safe. Put on the glove like MJ, go from OG to OJ. I make you pay attention, then rip your receipt in your face. This receipt DNA, this for my people in Bay. I got 3 sons of a gun, them niggas keep me on safe. Hold up. I am the black guard to the church. I am the bad boy to dessert. I am the landlord to the first. Got 2 bangers, one of them go by the boom, one of them go by the beam. I taught these hoes how to love. I taught these boys how to lean. I'm high in the sky and I twinkle. The eyes don't lie till you blink them. Keep the iron for the wrinkles. The mansion came with the sprinklers. I want a Arabian well. You snakes can make me a belt. Yeah, you know life is a movie. You niggas playing yourselves. Damn. That's insane. I want a Arabian well. You snakes can make me a belt. Is every man for himself? Is every baby for himself? And you know life is a movie. You niggas rating yourself. I just hope it's a porn and watch you pussies play with yourself. That's insane.
Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense is definitely the ultimate battle.
Those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there.
Yeah.
You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Dedication 6. Of course. Shout out Guru. Young Andrew, young lion. More life than dying. Yeah.
They go back to Murray on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield.
Super Bowl goals. I'm at the crib with Puffy, got Kaepernick on the phone. He in a whole different mode. Angel hit at 2 a.m. for being whole. Just to show him how I treat the city like my home on the road. Hey, tell me if TD Bank is approving loans. I'm thinking of paying Wayne with universal O's. My niggas spend a lifetime going platinum and gold. He should own half of the label, shit out of control. Somebody get Larry Jackson on the phone. I need some ownership if we press and go. This business is booming on behalf of me. I need a bite out of the apple like Adam and Eve. We gon' have to break the Billy curse. I need my paper long like a Billy verse, or too long like a sentence from a Billy judge. Fuck is the point in all the beef and what we really flood. Nobody wins when a family feuds, nigga. Everybody gotta eat, we can't exclude niggas. I'm in the crib expanding pools and expanding rooms, adding hammam spas, maintaining boosts, nigga. That's truth, no boost, nigga. But this isn't all about calling truth time. Still dishing out verbal abuse, that shit could get reintroduced. If somebody got something they urgent to prove, nigga. Inspiring to the youth. New Year's Eve looking like a royal flush where we all in the same suit. I'm Hall of Fame in the booth, nigga. My karma making the news, nigga. This pudding tastes like the proof, nigga. If I ever see Trump, you better salute, nigga.
Judge stop his walk, that's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Yeah. Section. I can care less about your squad. I don't connect when I'm flying. I'm on a jet in his mind. I just hope the weather is fine. I took the jet to Dubai. I took the jet to Milan. I took the jet way to Africa. Shout out my nigga Akon. Yo bitch sweat in my squad. Please get the sweat out of the eye. I put the dick in the spine. I put that bitch in the prime. Don't give my credit to mine. Give my credit to mom. I flipped the bird at the bird. It was for dinner pot pies. These chickens got bird flu. And they chirp too. Always sung, never flew. These boys hot girls too. If money grow on the trees, I climb and rest in that bitch. Build a tree house and knock the bird nest out that bitch. Stuck my neck out that shit. Then got the heck out that shit. And when I did, I took the special effect out that shit. Told you F on this bitch. The best thing left on this bitch. All you niggas and bitches. I feel like hemp on this bitch. You call her Stephanie, I call her Steph on this bitch. Now back to whipping the baby on some stepmama shit. I come direct with my shit. I come correct with my shit. A blank check in your face. Put some respect on my shit. Branches starting to shake. Here come the leaves, get the rake. I want my piece of the cake. It should be sweeter than cake. Here come the leaves, get the rake. And we ain't leaving the rake. We made the cleaners escape. Although I bleed in your face. You play with the right one today. Your flags are white one today. You wear them tight ones today. Check me on right one today.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, wahoo! I got you.
Here's Mayfield. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 56 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Complete this one to Patterson. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal.
Bravo.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Do I want what?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Mike 3. Hey, give me radar. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Kill. Hey.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stafford. And that will will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Check 24, check 24. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Now Mayfield. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Kill. Hey, 5-0. White.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Got his man, that's Harry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Mayfield. It's brought in by Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cordero Patterson. His second touchdown of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. And he whips that one incomplete there. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go one more. 58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
From the 27, Stafford, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Zebra. It's me and you. Hey, 58 is a Mike. Go 58. Hey, Alpha. 58 is a Mike. 58. 58 is a Mike. Crunch time, defense. Zebra. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Ricky. Get on.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And an alley to run. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. 180. At the 30. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
From the 35 on second down, Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Carl Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On third down, Mayfield.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again. One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield down. It's caught. Humphreys. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from the lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Mayfield on play action. And this is incomplete. Demetrius Harris, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Lynch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty? And you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway. First down.
Following the penalty, Lynch. And a short gain here, down to the 22. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cordero, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Buccaneers 20, Lions 6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0.
Hey, 58 is a mic. Go 50. Alert! Coming. 58 is a mic.
From the 27, Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The Lions on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, 50. 58, boy, 58, 58. Easy. Watch the screen.
Operating from the gun. Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey. You got motion man. You got motion man right there. Check safety. Slam. Monday.
Lions go for it on 4th. It's Stafford. Open man is Gordon, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Stafford now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. 10th carry of the game now. Murray. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, Detroit. Latavius Murray with touchdown number 12 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Mayfield to throw it. He's got a man. It's his fullback. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield. He completes it to Tate. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
But if appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
The 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy up.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped, but I believe the Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Stafford now to throw. Catch is made by Harry. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Murray, and just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Again, it's Murray.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And middle. They're scared. 0-0, Mike 3. I got one. Hey, Echo. Mike 3. Combo. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Mike 3. Mike. Monday.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Then he finds Beasley, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On first down, Murray. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. C.J. Uzomah. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Tampa Bay, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.